Columbia Broadcasting System and its affiliated stations present...
Oh, a microphony.
And a phony at the mic.
Quiet, numbskulls, I'm broadcasting.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good day to you all. Exactly.
Good. What do you mean, good morning?
Good.
They changed the time. They changed the time on us. Oh, some of us. And
yeah,
then,
some of you.
Whoever did this, they need to be severely flogged.
Yes, beaten severely with a rubber hose. Yeah, shit. I know the B-Dog in the chat. He's like, fuck this time change crap. I'm moving to Arizona. My state doesn't tinker with the clocks. Everybody else is. I think there's one other state that doesn't mess with their clocks either, but we don't do that. We keep them the same. No changey.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I tried posting something in the chat and it didn't work.
What?
It said comment has failed to post to Wookiee Fever Presents.
Why is that?
It did it again.
What the hell?
Probably because I'm using violence as a calming thing in the morning.
Probably. Post something benign and see if it goes through. There we go. No, that's B-Dog. We need a Trump executive order to end this madness. Yes. Yes, B-Dog.
Yes.
Yes. Post something benign. Can you post anything?
Hang on. Let's see. Oh, that worked.
Go. Time changes. So, there you go. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I don't know how that was more benign than the other one.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I just said whoever thought of these time changes need to be kicked in the nuts.
Well, then, yeah, I think you put need be and kick together, and that's probably a violent statement.
Am I lying though? No.
No. So, good morning, everybody. We're going to be talking about a couple of different things. Unfortunately, I didn't have a show last Sunday morning because my good friend, actually my new best enemy, Sciatica, showed up. And so I was pretty much put out of commission. I was on the Cryptids and Conspiracy show last Saturday night because I had enough freaking drugs in me to at least sit down for an hour. But
and when he said drugs, boys and girls, he means bourbon.
Yes, bourbon. Bourbon and over-the-counter painkiller.
Again, bourbon. It's over the counter.
Yes, exactly. Yes. So I wasn't able to do the show Sunday morning. I was pretty much out of commission. And anybody who knows what sciatica is all about, it's pretty much crippling. So yeah, I've been dealing with this for over a week now.
We won't say that Wookiee's 104.
No. But it's a shame I'm not getting my Social Security checks yet, since I'm 104.
Well, have you applied?
Well, holy crap. They're still giving them out to the people who are 300 years old. And they're being cashed.
I want to know that guy's longevity trick. 300 years. That's older than Moses.
Yes, I unfortunately know what you mean. Yeah, sciatica. The people who are over 200 years old, which I'm not sure how many thousand of those that they found that were still quote unquote actively receiving checks, and all the checks were getting cashed.
Yeah.
So somebody is doing a little bit of naughtiness, and So
Wookie.
wait, vampires shouldn't get Social Security. Yes, I know, right? We need a moratorium on vampires getting Social Security.
It's not only the vampires, it's the lichens too.
The lichens.
Don't leave them out.
The witches and the goblins.
The witches, the goblins, you know.
Zombies.
Zombies.
There's a group. Zombies.
Zombies.
The
Liches.
Zombies.
You know?
Yeah. Looking. The
Wraith.
witches. The who?
The wraiths.
Oh, the wraith. Oh, shit. Yeah, the wraiths. Now, watch out for them spawns, too. Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Been dealing with sciatica, and I still went to work 4 days last week. Yesterday I wasn't feeling
Wookie
too
went
bad.
to work. Yay.
I know, right? I actually physically did some shit. Actually not as physical, but I was there. And so, yeah, did some shit and wasn't feeling bad yesterday. Took all the normal medications to help alleviate this parkour of a fucking back problem. And
I had COVID last week. You see me bitching and complaining? No,
you took the horse paste.
Horse, yes.
Whoa, Seabiscuit. Whoa. So yeah. And then last night I was after we got off the stream, Cryptids and Conspiracies, all of a sudden my back started hurting again, probably because I was sitting down too long, and I could not get comfortable. I took some other over-the-counter medications for back pain,
Vodka.
and put some more of the lidocaine rub on my back on the spot, and it was just not working. So unfortunately, I didn't sleep too well because every time I freaking my toe twitched, I got a freaking stabbing pain in my back.
Don't twitch your toe, dummy.
Yeah, I know. You know what's the bitch? Is if you have a flare up. No, you have a flare up and you got to take a shit.
Oh, lovely.
And it's not the act of taking the shit; it's the act of wiping. Because then you have to actually move.
Time to
And
put
then
in
it's
that
like-
bidet.
It's like, fuck. Yes, exactly. You need to invest in a bidet. One of them automatic motherfuckers with the spigot that pops out from
got all
under the
these
freaking
projects
seat.
coming up this next week. Add
Squirt
bidet
your
to the
ass with a
list.
fire hose. No shit. You get the one that's got that fire hose action on it, and then you got the blow dryer in there too.
Yeah, well, talk to the Japanese. They've got it down to a science.
They do. They do. Holy shit. They got it going on over there. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the wipe that exactly. Absolutely, dude. You can't move laterally, or you can't move down. It's like, fuck me, I'm screwed. And then try get up.
See what happens.
Can.
See what happens when you quit playing golf.
Fuck
You have
me.
no mobility laterally.
I know,
ever
right?
Again.
Yeah. Sucks. Fuck. Yeah, well, it is. But
You know what that says, boys and girls? Stay active. Stay
Yes.
active in your old
stay
age.
active, everybody.
Don't be a Wookiee and be sedentary and be stuck to a computer the rest of your life.
Sedentary. Yeah. Ugh. Anyway, so I've been dealing with that. I know there's some people out there that's been in our chat before. We exchanged some messages, and they know exactly what the pain is like. So yeah, it's out there. It's probably more common than most would like to admit. But yeah, and so anyway, I've been dealing with that this last week and this weekend, and right now, been up since about 2:30, and immediately took 2 naproxen sodiums as soon as I was able to get to the kitchen. That was even before coffee. And then about About 2 hours later, I took some Doan's pills and then sat on an ice pack for another hour.
We're just going to change your last name
Drinking
to
coffee.
White Cross. We'll change your last name to White Cross.
White Cross? Yeah, there you go. The Blue Cross. But good news is I have an appointment. I have an appointment this afternoon with a chiropractor and to hurt me more. So both in the back and in the wallet.
Doctor.
But that's the way it goes. Hey, you know what? Jack LaLanne was a freaking chiropractor too. You know.
Yes. Sure.
No, he was.
Uh-huh.
He was an actual practicing chiropractor.
Uh-huh.
FYI. Anyway, so
it's gonna turn your ass into a pretzel.
So the news that was not able to get to last week, or just the topics I wanted to talk about. One of them, well, we got a whole slew of new ones, but one of them was is now they came out with a final, I guess, result or something like that from the autopsy of Mr. Gene Hackman and his wife. And apparently, the funny thing is apparently his wife passed away. She died in the home,
a week
in the bathroom,
a week before he did.
They said 11 days before he died.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what their official statement was. That he passed away. She passed away of. They're saying that she passed away of the hantavirus or the whatever, something like that virus.
From what I've read, they said she passed away somewhere around February 11th, and then Gene Hackman passed away due to a heart issue.
Yes,
on February 18th.
Okay,
that's what I read. Don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
So yeah, so maybe if she passed away on the 11th and he passed away on the 18th, that about a week apart. It still doesn't. But here's the thing.
But
also,
apparently he had severe Alzheimer's and no one knew about it.
Yes, exactly. And apparently I guess he was found in I guess like the mudroom of the house,
in
the front of the house, and she was in the bathroom. And one of their dogs was found dead in the freaking bathroom cupboard.
In the kennel.
I heard it was a cupboard, but kennel, cupboard, whatever. Now they have a second dog, and the second dog was still alive and found either laying down or sitting next to one of the bodies, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. But so anyway, so these two people were out of communication for a long time. And nobody bothered, except for the one person who ended up showing up and called the cops.
The housekeeper.
Right. But how long have they fucking been away for?
Yeah.
So if she passed on the 11th and he passed on the 18th, and this wasn't reported until what, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
So, and of course, no family member was checking in on him, apparently.
No.
So yeah, it's you would think that they would have some sort of hospice type care or something like that. Somebody would visit on a weekly basis to check on him and to help out or whatever. You know, I know she was probably there all day, but still, you know.
But there was reports of she was around town running errands up until the 11th.
Okay.
So she had been seen at a couple of stores. She was seen on the 11th at a veterinarian shop.
Okay.
With the dog.
Okay.
So, and apparently the dog had some kind of procedure done within the last month, so that's why she was at the vet. So yeah, it's strange.
Yeah, that's weird. But she passed away of the hantavirus. So what the hell is that? Sounds like it's tropical or some shit.
Well, it can be passed from rodents to humans somehow.
Ooh.
So in the feces somehow. So I don't know how
Now, did they ever come up with? Did they report on what caused the dog's death?
No.
And is the dog that was found dead? Was that the one that had the procedure done?
I'm guessing yes.
That maybe. Who the hell knows?
They're saying that because that's why that dog was kenneled.
Okay.
Because it had a procedure. It had a procedure.
Maybe. Done. Yeah, that sucks. This one.
And they did the autopsy on Hackman, and the coroner said that they did not find any food in his stomach at the time of death. So. And the question was raised to the sheriff, was he in such a state as far as Alzheimer's that he couldn't care for himself? And he said he wasn't aware of any of what the state of Mr. Hackman was as far as that is concerned.
He'd have to have his doctors talk on that.
And I don't know if that will happen because of the HIPAA clauses and stuff like that. So
yeah, but basically, they get to a certain level of with the cognitive issues.
They don't know who they are or where they are.
They don't even know. They can't even function.
They can't differentiate between family members or anything anymore. So
right, and it could have. And
seen that firsthand.
Yeah, I know what you mean. That sucks. So yeah, it's a sad state of affairs there with everything that was going on that happened so quickly. Probably quickly with her and the animal. The animal probably passed away shortly after she did, because if it was kenneled and had a procedure done, it probably needed medication and food and didn't get anything. If she passed away, and poor Gene, being in the state of mind that he possibly was in, didn't even know what reality was. And so who knows? I mean, like I said, it's a very sad state of affairs. My question is, was he getting some sort of hospice care? It's not like he couldn't afford it.
No.
Hospice care or something. Then why didn't any relatives not, try to reach out to them in those weeks, and not fucking, like what the hell,
His kids. Where was his kids at?
Yeah, exactly.
The thing is,
we all saw dementia. That's what. Yeah, we did. Yeah,
we did. But here's the thing, too. She died before him, at least a week before him.
Yes.
And he's walking around the house, and there's a dead body in the bathroom,
and doesn't even fucking realize it. He probably didn't even
because
go to the bathroom.
He doesn't know what it was.
He doesn't know what's going. Yeah, he
he
could have been so far gone that he had no flashbacks. He had no flashes back into current reality, and they do sometimes have that. They'll have that where they'll bounce back into reality, the current state, and have awareness of things, and be confused about things. But when they're full blown,
they'll be lucid for a little while.
They'll be lucid for a little bit. I don't know. I mean, it's a fucked up situation. That's all. It's a sad situation.
Yeah, it is
really, really sad.
For someone like that, you've seen.
Yeah, and you and I are firsthand to the effects of that, and what it does to the rest of the family members down the line. So it's not a fun thing. It's a very tragic thing, and I think that's something. Of all the things, of all the diseases and afflictions and shit that are out there, that is probably in my opinion, the number one sinisterest fucking thing to have happen to you or a family member. And that needs to be the number one on the hit list to cure or reverse. There's got to be something out there that can work to help bring people back or keep them from going into, that far gone of a state. It's one thing to have heart issues and, things like that. But when the memory goes and the brain function goes as far as that long-term, short-term memory.
There's a difference. You get older, you get forgetful.
Yeah, exactly. You get forgetful, and
that's a normal thing.
Yeah, and sometimes you get forgetful because of stress, or maybe there's some medications that you're taking, prescription that your attention span is shortened or something like that, so where you don't really catch some things, so you forget. But overall, now I remember back in the day, and this is years ago, probably decades ago, and you may have heard about this, where somebody was correlating the effects of Alzheimer's and or dementia, the brain, what happens to the brain. They're correlating that to the same things that they were finding in bovine brains that had mad cow.
Yeah.
And I remember that whatever the study was, or these scientists that did this, said that basically they looked identical. The effects of a human brain with Alzheimer's, etc., showed in the bovine brain had the same types of effects. The physical effects in the brain of a bovine versus a human with Alzheimer's that had mad cow. Right. And so there was kind of either a connection there or something. Somehow it was a connection.
Well, I tend to think that the thing with a lot of our diseases and stuff now, especially in the last 30 to 40 years, are attributed to our diet, are attributed to.
I would not doubt that in whatsoever.
Because we have a whole generation of people now that pretty much live off of processed food.
Oh God, yeah, exactly.
And
Bunny in the chat says dementia skyrocketing last few years, kind of like turbo cancers and heart attacks. Hence the spike protein phenomena. Because that's what that's what the mRNA vaccine spikes. The spike protein. That's what it's about.
Right. The thing is, it's being in the food.
It's in the food, B-Dog. It's in the food. Yeah, exactly. We're one of the only fucking countries in the world that still allow a shit ton of chemicals in all our different foods, where in Europe and England and other fucking countries, it's illegal to add any of that bullshit that we find is commonplace in our foods.
All the the dyes and all that shit.
Yeah, the fucking red. They outlawed that shit 30 years ago in Europe, and we just now got rid of red dye, like this year.
Yeah.
Before Kennedy even got in there, they'd already sent out a thing. Well, we're canceling the use of red dye. Can't use red dye number 3.
He brought that out in his Senate confirmation. Thing. He's all like, "Oh, finally, you guys got rid of red dye after after I've been put in this position, to be secretary. Now you to get rid of red dye. They're trying to cover your tracks." Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, B-Dog in the chat says,
try
to grow your own vegetables, buy from local rancher. Yeah, exactly. Right. Around here, there are some. I believe there's a privately owned slaughterhouse here in town or somewhere in the county. Yeah. And so a lot of the homesteading community, and there's a big homesteading community here in my area.
Yeah.
And so they have this person or family or whoever it is that has their own plant, and they process people's, like people will bring their own cattle over that they've raised, that they've fed grass and vegetables and shit too, whether it's a cow or pig or goat or whatever, right? And so they know that there's no chemicals in what they're feeding these animals, and so they'll bring them to this place, and then they'll prepare them. Let's just use that word. They'll prepare them, and then they can come and pick them up and for a charge. Now, about a year ago, the homesteading community is also part of the homeschooling community, and by default, the prepping community.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the wife is part of a homeschool group here locally on Facebook and other social media, and they put out this bulletin that somebody was donating this cattle that they had. They were, I guess, leaving or something. Something was going on. They had this overabundance of beef, and so they were going to have it taken care of and processed with this through this family's slaughterhouse, butcher, whatever. And so they quoted prices for ground beef and steaks or a quarter fucking whatever, right? Quarter slap, all 9 yards. And you could go there, but you had to place your order so that you could actually get your cut, so to speak, right? Get your allotment, and then go. When you pick it up, you got to pay for it.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know how many head of cattle that they had, but they were all spoken for within a matter of 48 hours.
I believe it. Well, Bunny's cat, Bunny, I don't trust anything mainstream media says. CBS, ABC, NBC, they're all part of the plan.
Yeah, Canada, Canada, it's the same bullshit as here, so to speak. Quarter F and whatever. Yeah, quarter F and whatever. A freaking side of beef, dude. Like, whatever. Quarter in. What is that? Scintillating comment. Oh, I love you, buddy. So yeah, but it goes quick. But did all the shit that's in our foods. Now, you, more than anybody else that I know personally, knows a lot about the chemicals and bullshit that we consume. Is that not correct?
Don't take anything kind of fake sugary.
Yeah, nothing that says 0 sugar on it.
No.
Because it has aspartame? Yeah.
It's aspartame. Don't take any of your Equal, Splenda, Sugar Twins, whatever that bullshit is.
Yeah.
Sweet and Low, any of it.
Yeah. You're better off just dealing with regular sugar.
Even there you're taking a risk with the regular white sugar. You want stuff that's kind of like all natural type of sweeteners and stuff like that. Hard to find, obviously.
Well, honey is one.
Honey is one.
Clover honey, yeah.
But if you're going to get honey, get local honey because
yes,
it'll serve two purposes, especially if you have allergies. It's pollinated with the local flowers and plants and stuff like that. So you'll get that benefit as well.
Look it up. Canadian Fruit Loop says all natural ingredients, and that was their gotcha. All natural ingredients. Sure they do.
Oh yeah,
comes from the same factory. Yeah.
Oh yeah. We Canadians, eh?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh God, and it's in everything. Here's the one thing, and you talk about so here in the United States, pretty much all the diet drinks and some of the regular, like for the case of lack of a better product, let's just say Coke or soda. Yeah. Let's just use soda because we don't want to use a brand. So soda pop, we'll call it that. Here in the States has they don't really use sugar anymore.
No.
In the non-diet soda, they use
all this synthetic crap they put in it now.
But the same company that's bottled in Mexico, and they use glass bottles. Now, here's the thing: they use the old glass bottles that have the traditional, historic Coca-Cola bottle. Okay, not twist off or anything. It's the pop off cap. Okay, the regular bottle cap. Those are bottled in Mexico. They are all made with the original formula with minus the cocaine, with sugar.
Cocaine.
Cocaine, yeah. With regular sugar. They're sweetened with regular sugar.
Sugar cane.
Yeah, sugar cane. And they don't use the artificial shit.
No.
Over there. And I will tell you right now that the locations that I visit for my company that sell the glass bottles, like that, and it's not just the soda. They also have like the different kinds of flavors that are owned by that same parent company. If they're all made in, if they say Hecho in Mexico on them, they all have sugar. They don't have any of the artificial shit.
See, I use the blue agave syrup as a sweetener in anything I use.
Yep. T-Bunny says Canada won't allow the processed stuff, so they make it with all natural dyes and send it to Canada. Yeah.
Need to put all natural in parentheses.
All natural. Yes, all natural. Yeah,
quote
all
unquote.
Natural. Quotes.
Yeah,
Air quotes.
yeah.
All natural. But yeah. So there's a lot of shit in our food. Processed cheese, dude. Even between here's the thing, and even between like brands,
it's manufactured. You don't want it. It's got shit in there you don't need.
Yeah, stevia stuff like that is still has. Yeah, it's the way it's manufactured.
They're replacing that sugar, that natural sugar, with something synthetic, and your body doesn't need it.
Bioengineered food products. Look that shit up.
Yeah.
And you see that shit on the package of whatever, put it back. Here's the thing too. Fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh yes. So like you compare. Let's compare American cheese, quote unquote.
Yeah.
American sliced cheese. Now there's several brands. You have Kraft, you have Borden's, you have Sargento, which is not actually, they don't make American cheese, I don't think. But this, for sake of argument, you got Borden's and you got Kraft. Now, amongst the American cheese slices, you also have private labels for the various grocery chains, or like Walmart, okay, or something like that. Walmart has their own stuff, okay. It's called Great Value. It sells for a little cheaper than, let's say, Kraft or Borden's. Here's the thing. You take a slice of Borden's or you take a slice of Kraft, and you set them on a hot piece of toast right out of the toaster. They'll start to melt. You take a slice of the private label stuff and you set that on a freaking piece of bread in a frying pan that's on and hot, it won't melt.
No.
You could nuke that son of a bitch. It won't melt. What the fuck is in it that's not letting it melt?
It's the same shit that they use in Hawaii on those buildings that wouldn't blow up with the rays, with the ray.
I know, right?
You know?
Well, they need to make the cheese blue then, so we can warn everybody. Bunny Chat says, well, I am a diabetic and we have slim pickings, so I guess I'm stuck. Yeah, hey, you know what, Bunny? I'm in the same boat that you are. So it's tough, it's difficult, and then the doctors want to jam your ass full of freaking drugs and shit. They do weird, goofy shit to you. It's even worse than what the fuck they're trying to fix.
Therein lies the problem. Doctors have become used
drug dealers.
They push the pills now.
That drug dealers for
they don't say let's look at your lifestyle. Let's try to help you with diet and exercise and things of that nature to get you better. No, we want to cram a pill down you, and if that pill doesn't work or gives you a side effect, we'll give you a second pill to take on top of the first one to counteract the side effect.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't even want to go into that fucking shit.
The next thing you know, you're on a laundry list of medications that you have to take because each one is preventing a side effect from the one before.
It's funny how when you actually study a medication, and we did that like a couple weeks back or a month ago. We talked about a certain brand name medication for some kind of ailment. I don't know what the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And the funny thing that blew me away in the commercial was at the end of the commercial, it took them 2 minutes in this fucking ad to tell you what this shit will do to you.
The side effects.
The side effects. And one of them was having limbs fall off. Like, what the fuck?
You know, I don't like it fries my head how we have a regulatory agency that's supposed to be, you know, regulatoring these drugs that go out in the market. And when they have side effects that lead up to and can cause death, maybe you shouldn't be putting that pill out there.
Yeah. Yeah, Bunny in the chat. Yeah, exactly. Bunny in chat says they shoved me full of metformin. I said no then. 4 different doctors tried to get me on Ozempic. I said, hell no. Yeah. I was on metformin for about a year and fucking hated it. Now they've got me on something else. I can't even pronounce the fucking word. And along with a blood pressure medication, which I despise. But right now, until I can get my shit together with better foods, and that's another problem. A lot of this shit, like Abby just said, it's the fucking diet and the shit choices that we have at a supermarket. We either can't afford the good shit, or it's so few and far between we can't find it if we could afford it. So you're stuck with getting, like I just talked about, the fucking off-brand or the private label fucking cheese that can't melt. Like, what the fuck is that doing to your fucking arteries and bodily organs? You know?
Yes.
Holy shit. That's the thing. And then when you read like frozen food, fuck.
No,
you look at the fucking you look at things like fucking frozen fish, like the battered shit, the processed frozen foods, like battered fish, battered chicken, parts, whatever, nuggets, strips, French fries, all that shit. You look at all that shit and it's got some kind of fucking, bioengineered food product in it, which is 9 times out of 10 a fucking preservative.
Shit, I remember when I was a kid, my parents never bought like French fries in a bag and fried them. No, they bought potatoes. They sliced up the potatoes. Yeah. And then they fried them in a pan.
Yeah.
And we would have that with our burger.
Well, you see what they do at In-N-Out. You ever stand there behind the counter?
Because they got the potato right there.
They got a fucking little manual fucking machine that's hits right over a sink. They stick the potato in there, and the worker slams this thing down, and it slices that guy, peel and all, into the bath. And they clean them. I guess it's a brine bath. I'm not sure, but they clean them. They let them float around in there, and they wash them. Then they haul them over to the frickin' fryer. And there's your French fries.
Yeah.
And we're all spoiled with, I want the crisp cut fries.
No.
Or I want the waffle looking fries. Or the blah,
the thing
blah.
The thing is with the fries like that, the thing you have to worry about is what are they frying them in?
Right.
What type of oil are they frying them in?
That's the thing. Right. What are they frying them in? Because you're going to take it home and you're going to throw it in the fucking air fryer. That's all well and good with the air fryer, but what the fuck was the pre-planning and pre-prepping for that frozen food?
What kind of seed oil they're using? Because seed oils aren't very good for you either.
No. But until that's the thing. And because of all the bullshit that's going on right now with me personally, with these medications that I'm taking right now, is what we're doing is we're doing little steps. So we're going to low carb shit, mostly breads, getting away from regular breads to quote unquote keto breads, more vegetables, fresh, if you can find it, and changing things like cheese. So we go from the
best-
plastic fucking cheese to actually cheese that melts with more milk in it. You know,
Your best bet for like your vegetables and stuff like that. And I don't know how it is in your area, but like farmer markets.
yeah, and it's there are some here, but they tend to be seasonal.
Right.
But yeah, there are. Now, I do know this from just the wife with the homeschooling groups. I do know that there's like barter groups.
Right.
People will barter like services for vegetables or something that they've grown on their private, in their private gardens and stuff like that. And so there's a lot of that does happen, which is great. So there's that. I don't know how widespread it is, but I know just for the general public, if you go to the supermarket or you go to wherever you go to buy groceries, whether it's Walmart or whether it's Target or whether it's fucking, some regular chain supermarket.
I try to go to a Stater Brothers if I can half the time.
Yeah. But anyway, it's all comes down to intake. And if you can reduce crap, like too much salt and too much fucking, sugar stuff.
It's all about portion control.
Substitute. Yes, intake management. That's the one thing I learned years ago from wife number one. Is when she was doing Jenny Craig.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And she was not fat. My first wife was not fat. She was she got on the Jenny Craig.
She made up for it in other ways.
Yeah, no shit. She was on the Jenny Craig kick. And they gave them this big old fucking binder, 3-ring binder of shit, right? Their whole thing, and now their thing was, okay, it's intake management, portion control, and here's how we're going to help you. You can buy our prepackaged food that's going to help you lose weight because it's portion control. See, that was the scam of Jenny Craig. We're going to have you buy our shit for an inflated price, but we're going to tell you that it's better because it's portion size for your blah, blah, blah. When if you just take the fucking book that they had and you just read the material, it would be, aha, fuck your food. I'm going to go and make myself a fucking menu and ingredients and portion size it to what I need to help me regulate whatever, weight, blood pressure, sugar, whatever. It's all intake management. And and bodybuilders do that shit. Bodybuilders and health nuts are intake management. And so we as a people have to. We're so fucking out of shape, all of us, and it's by design because they've made us too comfortable with and the ease of doing things. Like it all started with fucking TV dinners and being able to just take it from the freezer.
Swanson Hungry Man dinner.
Put it in the fucking oven. Put it in the oven, and now you got all your shit. And then they came out with the microwave version, and then they came out with fast food, and that fucked everybody up.
Yeah.
And now you've got all the prepackaged crap, all the processed, ready to go, just heat
even
serve
that
shit.
Even the stuff you see now. What are these things like? One I saw
Salisbury steak. Like shit, Salisbury steak with mashed potatoes.
Those like
peas.
It's called. I saw one in it called Factor, and it's these pre-made meals that you buy at a premium, and you put them in your freezer. They're all fucking processed already, you know. You just pop. They tell you to pop them in the microwave. You got complete healthy. And I said,
chicken is his favorite. How about that?
Healthy air quotes.
How about the fucking Thanksgiving dinner, which is their turkey dinner with fucking stuffing in it, and an apple pie,
a little bitty fucking cobbler pie in the corner. Oh God!
Hey, no, the good one's the one that came with the chocolate cake. That cake was pretty good.
But it was hotter than lava.
Yeah, anyway. Oh yeah, no shit. Yeah, it was the brownie. Yeah, the brownie. Yeah. But yeah, they had the Thanksgiving dinner. She got 2 thin slices of processed turkey with what was supposedly turkey gravy, mashed potatoes, and some dressing or stuffing on the side, and it had the fucking little apple cobbler bullshit thing in the center, little square.
Right.
I love that ZZ Top fucking song, TV dinners.
Well, it's like, you have this, you mentioned earlier preppers, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
A lot of them have what? Freeze-dried fucking foods. Add water.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dehydrated foods and shit like that.
Yeah.
Now, prepackaged and pre-made,
Yeah. But a lot of that
fucking
stuff.
toast of that shit,
Yeah. Here's the thing though. Some of those preppers do their own. They make their own. Where they go out and they spend $5,000 on that motherfucking freeze dryer unit that requires propane and some other shit.
Yeah.
You hook all that motherfucker up, and then you put your, washed and prepared vegetable slices or meat or whatever, stick it in there, and it does its thing, and then you got to package it up immediately.
Now, I understand the premise behind those foods, because they're more for like, okay, you're intaking calories because you don't know what kind of shit has hit the fan at that point. You need some kind of sustenance.
Yes.
Yeah. So their main thing is the calories, and I get that.
Right.
But
yeah. Calories.
If you're doing that every day, you're going to wind up in a bad place.
Right. Well, yeah, exactly. And now there's not just freeze dried as well. There's also dehydrated.
Right.
Dehydrated foods don't last as long, but dehydrated foods are easier and more cost effective to do on your own, because a dehydrator is cheaper than buying a fucking freeze dryer and buying a freeze dried pre-done food.
Right.
You can just go to the supermarket, get your vegetables that you want, fucking dehydrate them, throw them in a freaking mason jar, suck the air out of it, and they're good.
You can turn 5 years, 6 years. You can turn anything into beef jerky.
Yeah, no shit. No shit. You got that right.
Hey, I got to get some more coffee.
Okay.
Right,
I have a you have a dehydrator. It's under the toaster. Yeah, no shit. You have one funny dehydrator? There you go. Yeah, I remember seeing commercials a long time ago for the little dehydrator. It was a round, looked like a barrel shape, probably about the size of what a air fryer looks like, about that size. But they were dehydrators. It was plastic. Had, I don't know, 6 or 7 trays, removable trays, and then you plugged it in and it would ding. I don't know how many hours it would work, but there's a YouTube channel, a gal named her channel's called Rose Red Homestead, and she has a lot of videos on dehydrating different types of foods, how you prepare the food to be dehydrated. She also does reviews on dehydrators, but she's not the only one. There's several out there. So just type in dehydrators or dehydrating food in the search engine of this platform, and you'll probably get 100 freaking recommendations. But anyway, yeah. Preparing your own food, whether it's, dehydrated or just regular freezing it, whatever, getting your hands on better meats. It's a struggle. It's hard. It's expensive as fuck, especially right now, thanks to Joe Biden killing off the fucking food chain. But yeah. And the funny thing is, Mexico doesn't have any problem with fucking chicken eggs or chickens. Only the U.S., where they fucking murdered them all. Yeah, under Joe Biden. Thank you very much. So, well, as soon as
I'm back.
Hey, there he comes. Hey, well, let's talk about a little bit here since we're talking about Bunny brought up Canada food.
Shit.
Canada and their wonderful
some poutine.
Yeah, the wonderful idea of tariffing American stuff. Or here's the best plan. This is a good plan. Canada, you're too fucking smart for us. This is what you did. You went into your retail establishments that sell American alcohol, okay, and you had them take all the alcohol off the shelves, and you put it away, not for sale. So you're like really owning us, right? The problem is that product was already paid for a while back by that establishment, and then so here's the thing: on American booze sold in Canada, if I'm not mistaken, I think someone told me that it's about 200% fucking markup, which is the tariff from the U.S. to Canada anyway to sell American booze. So let's pull all the fucking alcohol, all the American alcohol off the shelves that we can't recoup these tariffs. And, we own the Americans. You fucking dumb shits.
Oh, pray tell.
Our trade deficit with Canada is like the fuck, because I think the only thing we do outside of not even cars, I think it's just booze and maybe a few other items, and that's it. But Canada sends a shitload of stuff over here. One of them is cars that are manufactured by Chrysler, Ford, etc. They're manufactured over there, or the parts are manufactured over there. They send them here for assembly. Well, guess what? They're tariffed here now. And plus your maple syrup, which we can still get from fucking Maine and Delaware and Connecticut and fucking places like that actually have maple trees.
Blame Canada.
Yeah,
blame Canada.
Exactly. So I think the deficit, I think it's like not even a full percentage point that we ship to Canada that we trade to them, but it's like 3 or 4 fucking % here. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Well, show's over, people. See you later.
Hey, watch out now. We got.
Somebody's got to come in here and save this thing.
What? No. There's no saving. There's no saving. There's no crying in baseball.
Well, there is. No one just gives a shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the comment about the eggs that I made is that
Bunny and Shat says we're short on eggs. We're up to eyeballs and chicken meat off.
Yeah.
Huh?
In other words, they killed all the egg-laying chickens.
Yes,
and
they
then
did.
sold the meat.
Yeah.
And so if the bird flu was that bad, then how could you sell the meat?
You can't. You can't.
And so, yeah,
it'd be if I'm not mistaken, it'd be a fucking USDA or FDA violation. Probably USDA. Yeah, you can't sit.
And that bitch was still killing chickens. That bitch was still killing chickens, thousands by the day when Trump took office, and she wouldn't leave her office. She was murdering the chickens the whole entire time she was in there.
Yep. Hundreds of millions of fucking egg-laying chickens, hens, obliterated the fucking American market now, and it's going to take. It's probably going to take at least another 6 to 10 months to get those. What
average is about 8 months to get egg laying hen.
Yeah, to get it matured up enough to fucking start laying eggs, and it's nuts. But
whereas you can get a chicken produce the meat chicken less than 6 months.
Yeah. The most valuable ones are the hens.
Well, we had like
laying the eggs.
Well, we had a bunch of hatcheries around here that got cold. So, but our meat processing plant never laid off anybody.
Yeah.
Well,
imagine
so
that.
It was all bullshit because
it's a manufactured
the
crisis.
day he took office. They started the day he took office. The news was talking about the egg prices. The day he took office, after not mentioning prices for the previous 4 years.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
never mentioned a damn price the last 4 years. And then suddenly they're mentioning prices the day that he shows up in office. It's all coordinated.
It's
all
all
these people are coordinated.
Yeah, of course, it's all bullshit commie propaganda. We all know that because I know for a fact the fucking eggs prices were astronomical in December. And so you got November and December are your baking months for all the fucking holidays. So they're using eggs out the ass.
No.
I've already got a colleague who's going to retire from a freaking company that's a cake company because they're trying to find substitutes for leaveners, and eggs are leaveners. And so they're getting out because they see the writing on the wall. Low spec Linux in the house.
The Prophet's in.
And the previous one.
Time Prophet. And the Time Prophet. Good afternoon, Time Prophet.
I knew this was a mistake.
What? All right. Well, let's get off of Canada real quick.
I knew hopping on was a mistake.
We were gonna talk about our friend, your friend Bunny, and mine, Kathleen Kennedy. It's the bitch that won't leave.
Oh, excuse me a second.
Yes.
I know she won't. I keep telling people she won't.
The bitch that won't leave.
When everybody was celebrating her impending leaving, I was like, she's not going to leave. She's not leaving.
You know, I thought it was funny because I honestly thought somebody scooped Mike Zero because every fucking video he'd make, like 4 years ago, was 5-6 years ago. Kathleen Kennedy is leaving. It's George and so-and-so are going to team up and blah, 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 blah. Nothing fucking happens but the opposite, Mike Zero. But I like your dartboard. Screw you. So I just gave up. And then they got Kathleen Kennedy. Yeah, Star Wars Park.
He's not going
Star Wars
anywhere,
parkour.
Yes. She is connected up the ass.
I don't want to know that.
Yeah,
He's a Scientologist. He's a Scientologist.
Holy shit. There we go. Fucking Scientologist.
Well, she is like so connected. I mean, you wouldn't believe she's connected all the way up to the freaking White House. I mean, she's connected. She's not going anywhere she doesn't want to go.
Oh, okay. Get this. Kathleen Kennedy, not related to RFK at all. Wrong Kennedy clan.
I'm aware.
So, but
I should have said all the way to Congress. I should say she's connected all the way to Congress.
Oh, that Kennedy?
Yeah. Kennedy and Tom Cruise have a production company together.
Yeah.
Really?
How much longer do we have to wait until it's announced that Tom Cruise is somehow in a Star Wars movie produced by Kathleen Kennedy?
Who knows?
Because he's a Scientologist and they have their meat hooks in him and everything he does, like you wouldn't believe.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He's their cash cow.
Yeah.
Well,
he's their cash cow.
Well, that's because he helped Miscavige bury a bunch of bodies and everybody knows it. So he can't jump ship now.
Hide a bunch of rape cases and all that stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
with
really
big
good
name
at
stars. With big name stars that are part of that.
Yeah, he was using the Sea Org as his private harem for a while. So.
Yeah.
Fun times. So yeah, but Kathleen Kennedy, I mean, everybody was like, I saw the posts and shit. She's finally leaving. No. Bullshit. She's never gonna fucking leave until she drops dead.
No. When she leaves, and when she finally decides to go away, you are going to see nonstop praising of her. You'll see her get lifetime achievement awards out the ass. And
I can only imagine what
they might even make a statue of her.
I would like to see what shenanigans that they play with their fucking P&L reports.
Yeah.
I can only imagine what kind of double books they fucking have. 2 sets of fucking books for bullshit.
Well, the only reason we know how expensive the Acolyte was is because they shot it in England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And England forces you to keep an accounting of your books. And
Mhm.
so we know that Leslie Headland and her and crew stayed in 4-star restaurants and had like a chef on board and ate better than 4-star restaurants. Their catering budget was larger than frickin' Battlestar Galactica budget, according to Tricia Helfer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it.
So I mean, these people are just like out of control. I mean,
well,
they
and then
think
and
they're
then you have,
Scrooge McDuck.
Well,
Yeah.
and then it's like, here's the thing though too. What they did to their Imagineering section, the Imagineers, the people who were there that knew what the fuck they were doing, they got rid of them. Again, the DEI ideology. You got to get rid of all the old guard because we young people who have no fucking bona fides know better than the people who are veterans that know what the fuck they're doing.
But we've got the right skin color and we're sleeping with the right people.
My son's uncle was at Disney.
Oh yeah.
Years, and they laid his ass off.
Yep.
Just out of the blue. Been there for
you
15,
told me about
16
that
years.
bullshit. Yeah, you told me about that shit.
And guess what? And suddenly across Orlando is a new park opening up, and it looks incredible.
I remember that.
It looks exactly like old Disney used to look.
Yep, and they're gonna kick some ass.
They are gonna kill.
They're gonna kick the shit out of that place.
That thing's opening in I think May, and it's gonna kill Disney, murder it.
It's not
a
Disney
not even
product.
Close. Nah.
No. Okay. Universal.
Okay.
Yes. Universal Studios. It's got they got the Nintendo World. They've got the Universal Monster World, which looks awesome.
Train Your Dragon.
Yep, they expanded their Harry Potter universe.
Okay, guys, how quickly does this become a woke fucking project like Disney turned into?
Well, that's the thing. They went the opposite direction. They when everybody else, I mean, the television division went woke as shit. That's what happened to it. They had Star Trek and all that. But the division, the Orlando Studios, I mean the Universal Studios theme park division, kind of like it's off by itself. It's on the books, but it's like its own self-contained thing. And the guy that was over it completely totally went against the grain on this DEI shit. And that's why they're in a catbird seat right now, and they're about to eat Disney's freaking lunch.
Good.
Like big time.
I hope so. Because we need good entertainment. We need good, go back to fucking, the way shit ought to be. I mean, fuck, the last time I was in Disneyland was 2015, and they had half the shit closed down for this, for the bullshit that they have in there now. It's like, what the fuck? It was no fun. That was 2015. I was there.
Let me give you
and it was no fun at all.
Let me give you an example. Okay, they had this thing called Splash Mountain.
Yes,
it's one of the
rides.
It's one of the best rides they had. It was like
iconic ride.
Yeah, it was like people were lined up around the park. I mean, around the corner. It had like hour waiting lines, and because it was Song of the South, this Disney team that went through and got rid of all the problematic things in the park, absolutely just tested it. And so they shut down this high dollar park, right? And then they put in Tiana's Bayou Adventure, except they didn't.
Stupid as hell.
But they didn't put in the bad guy because the bad guy was a voodoo priestess.
Yeah.
And so they don't want any religion in the Disney parks. And so they, in their wisdom, they decided that what you're going to see Tiana do is work in a restaurant.
Because that's not.
That's not. Yeah.
So that's what Disney's adventure, or that's what her Bayou adventure is going to be working in a restaurant.
DEI is the coffin, the nail in the coffin before it goes in the fucking furnace to get cremated.
Remember years ago, Pirates of the Caribbean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they would go through the town that was being pillaged and stuff like that. And the pirates were chasing the women, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And they changed that to what? They put cakes in the women's hands and had the pirates chasing them around.
Yeah, exactly. Like they were chasing them for food or some shit or booze or
whatever.
whatever.
And it's not like they were chasing them and they were like, oh my God, terrified.
Yeah, exactly.
They were chasing them and women were like, oh yeah, come and get me, big boy.
Yeah, exactly.
The women in Tortuga were not victims, okay?
No, they weren't.
They were not freaking victims, man.
No, they were professional parkours.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But DEI is like is like adding fucking anthrax to your meat and then eating it. It's like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, that's always fun.
Oh, here's a great steak sauce complete with anthrax. Let's eat that up. Boy, that's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no shit.
Disney Turd World. Yay.
Yes, the Turd World, exactly.
True.
Yeah.
True. They'll have to have a bomb after bomb to go bankrupt, though.
Well, I would say they're pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Captain African American went down the shitter.
Well, they're gonna
be
keep
pretty
raising.
good, I think. But
well, they keep raising the prices of the parks.
Oh yeah, they're jamming the price up. Hey, Cam in the chat. Hey, Wookie, Abby T Bunny, song of the unneeded is way better than Uncle Remus and the South. What? The title? Oh shit. The song of the South was
an Academy Award-winning song.
Academy Award-winning song because the black guy was singing it in the movie, and it was nominated. Did it win? Did it win the Oscar?
It won the
Oscar because that black man sung it.
Yep.
And so, how racist is it of a society to? Well, let's delete that whole situation.
Delete history.
And it was probably the Song of the South song was the one in the movie being sung by that gentleman.
It was.
So let's erase a black man
Zippity-doo-dah.
from history.
Zippity-doo-dah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, get this. The plot of Song of the South. I have this movie. Okay. The plot of the Song of the South is this little rich kid, that's like screwing up, and he meets this old guy who's like an ex-slave that's living on their property, sharecropping, right? Mm-hmm. And that old guy like tells him these Uncle Remus tales, which are legitimate. I mean, they're legitimate Uncle Remus tales. They're like slave tales they told each one another that date all the way back to Africa. Oh yeah, we don't want that in the culture, right? And so that's what Brer Rabbit and Brer Bear and all that was Uncle Remus. Those were like African stories that were brought over by the slaves, and they told each other, but they were like Aesop fables, right? Teaching lessons. And so it tells it to this little boy, and this little boy like learns a lesson. That's what Song of the South is. And so it has a very positive depiction of this old ex-slave black man, right? And for some reason that's racist.
The most badass lawman, United States Marshal, if I'm not mistaken, bounty hunter or marshal, was Bass Reeves.
Bass freaking Reeves.
Bass Reeves was a badass American, and he got fucked over because of Jim Crow laws passed by
Democrats.
The Northerners.
Yes.
Passed by the Northerners.
Yep. The ones that came in and established the Nebraska government, basically cut him out.
Guess who's going to be coming back to a store shelf near you?
I don't know. Who?
Aunt Jemima.
Aunt Jemima?
Really?
I know.
They're
Redskins
putting her back
is
on the
back.
label.
Really?
And the Redskins.
I know Redskins
yes.
is coming back.
I'll tell you this much. Okay, so from my personal experience being in the business that I'm in and seeing the customers and the clients that I deal with, okay, that was the biggest fucking mistake for company to do, because I'll tell you this much. The one brand that was never out of stock on the shelves was Pearl Milling, whether it's the syrup or the pancake waffle mix. They were never out of stock. Everybody else, fucking, they were being sold out. They couldn't get enough.
The floor.
All that shit. Even the freaking private label shit sold more than Pearl Milling did.
Well, Mrs. Butterworth, I think they just canceled it. I don't think they even relabeled it.
I think she's a white chick.
Now, get this.
White chick?
Now,
she's a white chick.
Will a family from the Aunt Jemima label, who that's an actual woman, and they were getting a royalty.
It was based on her.
And they were getting a royalty.
Yep.
Right? Are they going to pay them back royalty fees for all of this bullshit?
Not. Probably not. Yeah, and that was a great success story. That was a great American success story right there. And what the fuck did they do? Not only that, talk about fucking Land O'Lakes butter, who had the Indian Maiden on the label. That logo, that Indian Maiden, was drawn in a contest by a Native American girl, and she won. I think she was like 13 or some shit.
Right.
She won the award, and they gave her fucking royalties for using that until they took it off too.
Right.
Thank you, evil white devils.
Oh, Mrs. Butterworth is a white chick. That's why they kept her
she's
on.
just an old white lady. That's why they didn't yank her off.
The
Quaker guy on the freaking oats, he's still on.
He's still on.
But they yanked Uncle Ben off
Uncle
of Uncle Ben's rice.
Right.
Well, the Cleveland Indians is the most iconic icon in all
Chief
of
Wahoo. Chief Wahoo.
Yeah, Chief Wahoo.
Yeah.
And now they're the Guardians or whatever.
Fucking bullshit.
The Cleveland Guardians.
Yes.
That doesn't sound like a
Indians.
team.
They got the fucking Washington team. What, the Commanders? What the fuck is that?
Yeah, the Commanders. Commanders plural.
Screw that shit. I bet their merchandise sales are really taking off.
You know what the joke is, right?
No.
Too many chiefs and not enough Indians. The Commanders plural.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't have a plurals commander. I mean, that's the dumbest thing I've ever seen in my life. You cannot have
it's like pluralizing Lone Ranger.
Well, here's how
great band.
All of that shit, the changing labels and mascots and names and all that crap, it's all part of DEI.
It is.
Okay. It's all part of DEI. And DEI, though, thankfully, we're seeing it. We're starting to see it crumble under its own weight of bullshit.
I think they need to get rid of the bear off of the Kodiak, biscuits.
They are.
Misappropriation of bears.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Bear power.
Bear power.
Yeah.
But DEI though, it's really a fucked up mental condition in my opinion.
Let me explain to you why DEI can never work. Okay.
Please do.
All right. Well, when you go with meritocracy, that means the best person that can do the job gets hired for the job. That doesn't leave out anybody. Anybody that has the ability to can do the job can do the job. And by that way, you get diversity anyway, but that diverse person that comes in is good at their job. Okay. What DEI does is it presupposes that because of the conditions, people of certain oppressed classes can't get this access to this job. And so we're going to make sure that they get the job no matter how good they are.
Right.
And what that does is for one person to be oppressed, you have to have an oppressor. And so you completely, totally leave out the biggest pool of candidates that you have, which are going to be white people, right? Mostly white males. And by doing so, then you narrow it down automatically to just this pool of people, and you're going to hire the first one through the door with the right skin color.
Right sex organs
or right sex orientation. And what that does is not only does it eliminate the biggest pool of candidates that you have, but then by taking the first person through the door, no matter what their qualifications, then you're narrowing it even further. And basically, hiring the best person for the job by doing that is basically the equivalent of throwing a dart in a dark room and hitting a bullseye.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
that's how impossible it is to get the right person for the best person.
What it also does, Bunny, it lowers the standard, for that job.
Right. And what that does is immediately the quality of work goes through the damn floor.
Exactly.
Immediately. Yeah. Let's read this out here from Time Prophet. He says the woman pilot that got her job for DEI crashed the plane and died. She didn't even get the chance to reverse it into a parking space. Oh, and here you go.
I don't think anybody died.
People with ginger beards always get replaced by black people. Yeah. That's what I heard.
Yeah.
So, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. The freaking DEI is on its way out, and they're the people that are pushing all this shit. It's their last gasp, of breath to try to keep it going. So much so that now we're going to have a Professor Snape that's black and not English.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Severus.
Now I wonder how they're going to get around the fact that he was beaten by his father.
I don't know. All I know is apparently, and this is just initially what I was reading, is that supposedly J.K. Rowling signed off on this fucking role.
Oh, J.K. Rowling he is woke as fuck. She's the only one thing that she is not woke on.
She's fucking her own canon up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like, what the fuck? Here's the thing. This is the one thing I remember of all the Harry Potter movies, all of them, that they had the best castings of actors and actresses for those roles. The best.
The problem is Wookie. Most of those actors in those roles are now dead.
Yes, several of them are dead.
Maggie Smith, Alan Rickman.
Yep.
Richard Harris died. James Gambon has died now.
Yeah.
All these people.
Yep.
Have passed away.
Right.
So who do you put in those places?
Yeah.
I would think you would want to get the best English fucking actor that could play the part. That's actually part of the part, not some fucking sugar twin version of the motherfucker.
No,
there's a wedge in there.
I mean, come on, John Lithgow, really? No.
Well, Gary Oldman's old enough now.
Gary Oldman is old enough.
I like Ike says, "Oh, great! It's the whole Wookiee rabbit park horse." Yes.
Yes. Yes, and it's still about Wookiee.
Yeah. Daniel Radcliffe is dead to me.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, he's an idiot.
Oh, yeah. Daniel Radcliffe and the broad that played Hermione are I'm sorry, they're done.
You know the twist in this movie, The Conclave?
No.
It's about picking the new pope, and it turns out the new pope they pick is trans. Yeah.
Oh, goody. Oh, goody.
That's why it's winning all these awards.
Good morning, Ike.
Yeah, Ike.
You mean Hermione.
It didn't win the Academy Award.
Hermione.
No.
Moaning Myrtle?
No, it didn't win the Academy Award because the trans guy that was supposed to win ran his mouth on social media, so they couldn't give it to him. So
Yep.
Yeah, there we go.
Are you saying that awards are political? But yeah.
They're fucking bullshit. It's a dog and pony show.
They really are.
To self-promote their egos. Fuck them all.
Yes.
Voldemort was great in the conclave. Voldemort.
Ralph Fiennes.
Yeah.
He who cannot be named.
Yes. He who cannot be named. Yeah, but J.K. Rowling
in other words,
signed off.
Kind of like your ex-wives, right?
Fuck them.
That's the problem. You did.
Fuck. Damn it, your logic.
Well, you know.
It's pretty ironclad.
And now I got fucking fucking sciatica because of that shit. Fuck.
Wow.
Drink more bourbon.
Yes. Wait, what the hell is this? The pegging pope is all we need. The what the hell? Worst job in the world, altar boy of the pope. Y'all did your exes are loose. Yeah, exactly. Oh shit.
The thing is, like, it ain't my problem anymore.
They used to sell Pope on a rope in Britain. Oh shit. Anyway, holy crap. But yeah, so the old role that Alan Rickman played that basically cemented him in the freaking folklore of Harry Potter is getting a fucking racial makeover, apparently.
Of course.
Yeah.
Damn you.
And Rowling is freaking like apparently signed off on it from what the thing that I read. So
yeah,
whatever. I mean, just violating her own fucking canon and her own fucking 7 books.
Yeah, hope she got paid well.
Yeah.
Well, it's like.
But
Neil
the lefties,
Gaiman
still fucking hate her for saying that women are women, and
they told John Lithgow he'll never work again for taking that role.
For what role?
They've been ratioing John Lithgow, saying that he's never going to work again because he took Dumbledore.
Why? Why?
Schwarzenegger playing Hagrid?
Because they hate J.K. Rowling. So.
Oh yeah, whatever.
They're threatening anybody that gets cast in that show. That's not a person.
Come on, Harry. Let's go now.
Yes. Let's go, Harry. Run to the chopper.
Come on, Harry, to the chopper.
To the chopper.
33 and a third. 9 thirds.
Yeah.
Harry, don't eat the bogey ones. They're nasty.
Yes, nasty.
Yeah, I guess you could say that the priest had ulterior motives.
Oh shit. Oh God.
On that note, you ready to wrap us up?
Yeah, actually, I was ready to wrap this up 20 fucking minutes ago. But yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna get out of here. I will not be broadcasting next weekend. I have shit to do and a back to take care of. So unfortunately, that means no cryptids and conspiracies and no morning show today next Sunday. So
we will miss you so much.
Yes, I know. You will miss me.
Let's see. What? Let me think.
What
did he contribute that we're going to be missing?
Representation will be around, I'm sure.
Slow play.
What does he contribute that we're going to be
rambling
missing?
Rambling on. Extending the stream is longer than it should.
It's my show. Fuck off.
He makes the thumbnail. No, he doesn't make the thumbnail. He gets the clip. He gets the clips. No, he doesn't get the clips.
But we know he can't spell assassin.
Yeah, and you can spell assassin, so there you go. ASSASSIN. Anyway.
You know,
we're gonna miss you. We really are. We're gonna miss you so much. It's not gonna be the same without you.
Oh, hey. I have the perfect plot for next week's Cryptid and Conspiracies.
Oh, what?
Oh, okay. Give it to me.
Where in Yuma is Wookiee?
There we go. We're in the desert.
It's in the desert.
The desert Wookiees. There have been sightings in the desert.
This I'll agree on. You are an expert at MS Paint. No, one else has.
I know
definitely
use
are.
MS Paint. Shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happened to the Turin Shroud? I don't know.
Yeah.
We did a whole show on it, Time Prophet.
A whole show on it.
You're a
Yeah.
little behind there, bud.
Yeah, a little behind. That's all.
A little behind.
A little behind. All right.
I don't remember
everybody,
you being there. Yeah.
We're out of here. I'm overtime. Everybody have a great rest of
Overtime.
your Sunday.
We're getting paid overtime?
Yeah.
What the
No,
hell?
it's all free.
God damn it.
Time and a half. Time and a
Time
half.
and a half. Time and a half.
Time and a half
Laws.
will be deducted from your paycheck.
And since we're broadcasting on multiple streams and stuff, we should get double time.
Sure. The pay rate is 0. So, yeah.
Yes.
Double time of 0 is double 0.
It's only fair. It's only fair.
0. All right, everybody. Have a great one, and we'll see you around. Be sure to tune in next Saturday night to Cryptids and Conspiracies to keep Bunny and company. So,
Yes.
and thanks everybody in the chat for being here today. And thank you, Bunny, for stopping by, and Abby. And we will see everybody again in 2 weeks from today.
Yay.
Have a good one. Oh, and happy St. Patrick's Day next weekend. So,
Woohoo.
let's see
Be
ya.
sure to wear green.
Oh,
Bye.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
We all just want to party. Yes, we don't care what